Tonight I'm going to do a 20-minute practice, which will involve sort of a few different elements. So there'll be a little bit of optional stretching in helping to set us up, a short sitting body scan, and a section of mindful breathing involving another element focusing on mindfulness of feelings. So yes, do, if you wish, lie down for this practice if that appeals to you more. That is a definite option. So coming to your sitting posture or lying down posture, and yeah, just beginning to become aware of the body. So if you're new to meditation, the focus is on grounding our sitting posture and also having an upright spine, gently curving but upright spine if we're sitting. So whether you're sitting on a chair or cushions or a stool, just having that stable grounded base, the feet or the legs in contact with the ground, and the weight balanced over the left and the right sides, left and the right hips, nicely centered in the middle. And what can help to bring the upper body into alignment is to gently tuck in the chin, not exaggeratedly, but just slightly, which curiously has the effect not only of lengthening the back of the neck, but also of encouraging the spine to move upwards and the shoulders to settle. So just checking in if this is the case for you in doing this little small movement, if it helps. So broadening in the chest and broadening in the back of the shoulder blades as well, the top of the spine, and just allowing the shoulders to release at the same time as they're broadening outwards. And this might give us a sense of greater ease and freedom in the upper body. Freedom to breathe and make sitting upright possibly a little bit less effortful and natural. But just playing around with this depending on your particular body right now. So closing the eyes if that feels okay for you. And softening gently in the face, in the hands, the arms, wherever else is calling to you at the moment to be softened. Released. So before we move further on into the sitting practice, into the body scan, and then the sitting with the breath, just now, based on what you've observed in your body right now, in these last few moments, just seeing what, if any, stretches you might like to do. So you might like to do some shoulder rolls. You You might like to gently stretch the sides of the neck. Or perhaps gently roll the head around a little around the neck, taking care of any tension or sensitivities, stiffness there, just very gently working into that. You can also do that just by imagining you're drawing a circle in front of you with the end of your nose. So just doing whatever stretch or movement feels right for you. Maybe a slight twist from one side around to the other, or stretching the arms up towards the ceiling. We can get quite kind of scrunched down during the day, especially as if we're sitting a lot. Okay, so just giving you a few more moments to do whatever stretches or movements feel appropriate for you right now, giving yourself a bit of kindly attention in that respect. And then when you're ready, just coming back to stillness and perhaps just observing any shift or change in the quality of your body sensations, the nature of your body sensations and energy after those movements, if you decided to make any. So coming back to stable, grounded posture now. And let's just take our attention firstly to the breath now. So bringing your attention around the breath. The movement and the sensations of breathing. You might particularly like to focus on the breath in the abdomen. Tuning into the expansion and contraction in that area with the flow of the in-breath and the out-breath. And then letting go of the observing of the breath. Now shifting your focus all the way down to your feet, the toes, the soles of the feet, and the upper part of the feet. Just feeling free to explore sensations in the feet in whatever way you feel called to do at the moment. And then bringing your focus of attention up to the ankles and the lower legs. The backs of the legs, the calf muscles, and the shins. And then the knees. So we're kind of just touching into these parts of the body in this body scan. And then the upper legs. The thighs. Noticing any tension. And allowing that tension to be there. Not feeling we have to fix things, but just simply observing those sensations. Now bringing your focus of attention up to the hips and the buttocks, the pelvic girdle. Perhaps feeling that sense of pressure of the buttocks, sitting bones in contact with your chair. Or your cushions or stool. Now bringing your focus of attention up into the upper body. So we'll include the front and the back and the sides together. So becoming aware of sensations in the lower back, the sides, and the lower belly. And slowly bringing your attention up to the mid-chest, mid-back, and side ribs. And now up to the upper chest, upper back, and under the armpits, and the sides there. And then just naturally letting your awareness now travel to the shoulders, the tops, backs, and sides of the shoulders. And then down both arms, upper arms, elbows, and lower arms, wrists and hands and fingers and thumbs. So if at any point you become curious about a particular area of the body and you'd like to rest your attention there for longer, exploring it, just giving yourself permission to do that. But otherwise, now bringing your focus of attention up both arms to the neck and throat. So the front of the throat, from the base of the throat up to the underside of the chin, the sides of the neck, all the way from where the muscles there stretch up from the shoulders up into the top of the neck and the back of the neck. And then taking your attention now to the head, the back of the head, and then the top of the head, the crown of the head. And then dropping down to the sides of the face, the ears, the jaw, the chin, mouth, nose, cheeks and eyes and forehead. Perhaps also switching our attention between the surface of the face to the muscles under the skin, perhaps softening, letting go, and then maybe deeper inside in the mouth, the nose, any sensations around and behind the eyes and in the ears. And then for a moment or two, stretching out our awareness so that we're aware of the whole body sitting here. And then reacquainting ourselves with the breath, bringing an awareness of the breath into that awareness of the body. And then whenever we might notice that we're losing the thread of the practice and we've got ourselves caught up in some kind of thinking, absolutely no problem. This is just what's arising for us right now. Our attention has been switched into thinking, so we can then just gently allow our attention to come back into the body and around the breath. So choosing whether you'd like to just sit with kind of an overall sense of the breath, or whether you'd like to kind of home in on one area of breathing around the nostrils, in the belly, in the chest, in the throat. But still keeping that bigger awareness of the whole body as well, if we can. If our attention shrinks down, we can just gently open it up again. So as we sit here, allowing our experience of the body to be as it is, in gentle acceptance, with kindness, patience. Perhaps we can have a sense of our body as a spacious container for our aliveness, for the feelings of being alive. and of being a responsive living being. So what I'd like to invite you now to do, if it feels okay, is to tune into feelings. Now, when I say feelings, it sort of is body sensations, because that's how they kind of often, or you could say always, manifest. But these are kind of feelings that are associated with emotions or with liking or disliking. Wanting or not wanting. So just perhaps tuning into the play of feelings in the body right now. Tuning into a sense of your own aliveness in this present moment. So not seeking to describe what you're experiencing, just allowing it to be there as an experience, a sensory, felt experience. Always remembering that if your experience is very intense, this might feel too much for you right now. So you can always just gently touch in and out, maybe coming back to the breath. If there are anxious feelings around, maybe taking yourself to an area where the anxiety is perhaps present but less so, less intensely. So making your own wise decisions about how to work within this practice, how to be within this practice. Noticing feelings arising. Kind of pinging around the body, or gently present, quiet, very loud and noticeable. Perhaps even noticing that no sooner have we noticed them and tuned into them than they begin to change. Or maybe not. And bringing a sense of kindness to whatever our experience is right now, pleasant or unpleasant, or a complicated mix-up of everything. And when you're ready, just letting go of observing feelings in particular. Simply sitting, just naturally sitting. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Sitting in silence till the end of the practice. So, feeling free to sit on, or just gently bringing yourself back into an awareness of the room around you, letting in the light again. So that's it for this week. Any questions about the practice or observations, do leave a comment either in the live chat or on the YouTube page. And have a good evening and a good week, and I will hopefully see you next week as well for another live stream. Good night.